Stop. If you're thinking about claiming your Social Security at age 62, don't make that decision until you've watched this video. Because one small mistake today could cost you tens of thousands of dollars over your retirement. But here's the surprising part. For millions of Americans, claiming at 62 isn't a mistake at all. In fact, it could be the smartest financial move they ever make. So why are so many experts telling people to wait? What don't they tell you? In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 7 powerful reasons why age 62 might actually be your best option. Make sure you stay until the very end, because reason number 7 is the one that changes almost everything. Now, before we get into it, let's be clear about something. The financial world loves to push one message: delay, delay, delay. Wait until 67. Wait until 70. And yes, for some people, that is genuinely the right call. But here's what those same experts often leave out. Social Security isn't one size fits all. Your health, your finances, your family situation, and your plans for retirement all play a role. And when you add all of that up, claiming at 62 can actually come out ahead. Let's break down exactly why. Reason number 1, you get your money sooner, and that time has real value. Think about this. If you claim at 62 instead of waiting until 67, you're collecting checks for 5 extra years. That's 60 months of payments you would have otherwise missed completely. Yes, your monthly benefit will be reduced, typically by about 25 to 30% compared to your full retirement age benefit. But here's the thing people overlook. You're not just getting a smaller check. You're getting a head start. All those early payments add up fast. Let's use a simple example. Say your full retirement age benefit would be $1,600 a month at 67. At 62, you might receive around $1,120 a month instead. That feels like less, and it is less per check. But by the time you turn 67, you've already collected more than $67,000 in Social Security income that you never would have seen if you waited. That's real money in your hands, not a promise on paper. Financial experts call the point where waiting finally pays off the break-even age. For most people, that break-even point falls somewhere around age 78 to 80. If you don't live past that age, claiming early means you came out ahead. And the truth is, not everyone does live into their late 70s or 80s. That leads us directly to reason number 2. Reason number 2, your health and life expectancy matter more than any calculator. Nobody likes to talk about this, but it's the most honest thing anyone can tell you. Social Security planning isn't just math. It's also about your body and your reality. If you have a chronic illness, a serious health condition, or a family history that suggests you may not live into your 80s, waiting to claim could mean leaving a significant amount of money on the table. The Social Security system was actually designed with this in mind. The lifetime total benefits are meant to be roughly equal whether you claim early or late, but that calculation assumes an average lifespan. If your lifespan is shorter than average, early claiming almost always wins. Talk to your doctor. Be realistic about your health. And don't let someone convince you to delay based on a formula that wasn't built around your specific situation. Reason number 3. You may need the income right now. This one is straightforward, but it's important. Millions of Americans reach their early 60s without a large retirement savings account. They may have worked hard their whole lives, paid into Social Security for decades, and still find themselves in a position where they genuinely need that income to cover their bills. If you're facing financial pressure, whether it's medical costs, housing expenses, everyday living costs, or simply the reality of not having enough saved, waiting until 67 or 70 isn't a luxury you can afford. Taking your benefit at 62 gives you financial breathing room right now. And that stability has real value that no spreadsheet fully captures. There's also something to be said for peace of mind. Having a steady, guaranteed income coming in every single month, even if it's somewhat reduced, can eliminate a lot of financial stress. And that matters for your health, your relationships, and your quality of life. Reason number 4. You can invest or save the early payments and build your own growth. Here's an angle that surprises a lot of people. If you claim at 62, and you don't necessarily need every dollar right away, you have an opportunity to put some of those payments to work. Even a modest, consistent investment strategy applied to early Social Security income can close or even eliminate the gap between early and delayed claiming. Let's say you claim at 62 and invest a portion of your monthly benefit over the years. Depending on your returns, by the time you reach your late 70s, the combination of your early payments and any growth on invested funds could easily outperform what you'd have gotten by waiting. This isn't a guaranteed strategy for everyone, and it depends on your financial situation. But for people who have other income sources and don't need every Social Security dollar to live on, early claiming combined with smart use of those funds can be a genuinely powerful move. This is exactly the kind of conversation worth having with a financial advisor who understands Social Security, someone who will look at your full picture, not just push a generic delay message. Reason number 5. You want to retire early and actually enjoy your retirement while you can. Let's talk about something that matters just as much as money, your life. A lot of people spend decades imagining what retirement will look like, traveling, spending time with grandchildren, pursuing hobbies, living on your own schedule. Here's the hard truth. The ability to fully enjoy those things doesn't last forever. Your 60s are often your healthiest, most active retirement years. Many retirees find that by their mid to late 70s, health limitations start to reduce what they can do and where they can go. If you wait until 70 to claim Social Security, you might be financially better off on paper. But if those extra working years cost you the best years of your retirement, was it worth it? That's a deeply personal question only you can answer. But for many people, claiming at 62, stepping away from work, and enjoying retirement while they're healthy and mobile is absolutely the right choice. Quality of life is not a line item on a financial statement, but it is very real. Reason number 6. Spousal and survivor benefits can make early claiming work even better for couples. If you're married, Social Security planning becomes a two-person strategy, and this opens up some options that can make early claiming much smarter than it looks at first glance. Here's one common approach. If one spouse has a significantly lower earnings record, that spouse can claim at 62 and bring in income, while the higher earning spouse delays. Meanwhile, the higher earner continues working or uses other savings, allowing their benefit to grow. When the higher earner eventually claims, whether at full retirement age or up to age 70, their monthly payment is larger. And if that higher earner passes away first, the surviving spouse can switch to the higher benefit, which becomes their survivor benefit for the rest of their life. This kind of coordinated strategy allows couples to have income now through the lower earner's early claim, while still protecting the surviving spouse with a larger long-term benefit. It's one of the most underused and underexplained strategies in all of Social Security planning. Even if you're widowed or divorced, early claiming rules can sometimes work in your favor through survivor benefits or divorced spouse benefits, so it's worth understanding your full range of options. Reason number 7. You can claim early and still go back to work, with important protections in place. This is the reason that changes almost everything, and it's the one most people have never heard about. Here's what the Social Security Administration actually allows. If you claim at 62 and later decide you made a mistake, you have the option to withdraw your application, but only within the first 12 months of claiming. If you withdraw within that window and pay back every dollar you received, your record resets completely, as if you never filed. That gives you a genuine do-over. But there's something else even more powerful. Once you reach your full retirement age, which is 66 or 67 depending on when you were born, you can voluntarily suspend your benefits. When you suspend, your benefit amount starts growing again at 8% per year, up until age 70. So even if you claimed early, once you hit full retirement age, You have the ability to pause your payments and let your benefit grow back toward a larger amount. This means claiming at 62 is not a permanent, irreversible trap. There are legitimate exit ramps built right into the system. If your circumstances change, if your health improves, if you go back to work, if you inherit money or your financial picture shifts, you have options. Now, one important thing to keep in mind: if you claim before your full retirement age and you continue working, Social Security will temporarily reduce your benefits if your earnings exceed a certain annual limit. In 2024, that limit was $22,320 per year. But those withheld dollars aren't lost. They get added back to your monthly benefits once you reach full retirement age. So even that situation isn't as damaging as many people fear. Knowing these rules gives you far more flexibility than most people realize when they first start thinking about this decision. Let's bring it all together. Claiming Social Security at 62 isn't the financial blunder that some people make it out to be. It's a legitimate, well-reasoned choice for a wide range of Americans and for millions of people. It may genuinely be the best decision available. You get the money sooner, and that head start has real dollar value. Your personal health and realistic life expectancy do weigh heavily in your decision. If you need the income now, that need is valid and important. If you don't need every dollar immediately, those early payments can be invested and grown. If you want to enjoy your most active retirement years while you're still healthy enough to do so, early claiming makes it possible. If you're married, a coordinated spousal strategy can make early claiming part of a smarter long-term plan. And if you change your mind, the Social Security system actually gives you tools to adjust course to them.